Okay, remember that they are changing my voice. Okay, remember that they are changing my voice. So here I am on 7th Street and Broadway, and I'm just gonna make a real quick video, and I'll be leaving Oakland. They made it a bit hard for me to make a video here downtown today. They filmed me a lot. They did various things. They hacked my phone, and it caused me to be angry. And I'm right to feel angry. I'd rather be very angry than very calm all the time, because the situation calls for anger. It's one of the differences between the philosophies. A European soldier with a musket, okay, tries to be calm. A lot of Asian martial arts, they try to be calm, but African martial arts, quite often they don't try to be calm. Horus is an angry deity, righteous indignation, moral outrage. Shaka Zulu, angry. Zulu warriors fighting with righteous anger. So as these racists in mental health and the government and the PSYOP units, as these racists in both political parties fail to do God's work, life is pretty depressing and evil for the vast majority of people. But for me, my life is righteous. My life is just. I've succeeded in overcoming the enemy spirits, the enemy styles, the enemy paths, the enemy's ways of thinking. Their childish and immature ideas haven't moved me in the slightest, haven't hindered me at all. They're afraid to do the right thing. I go around saying things that people don't want to hear in Oakland, in San Francisco, in San Jose, in Watsonville, in Gilroy, you name it. Not moved in the slightest by the despicable tactics of the state, manning up to the fullest. Why, out of cowardice, they persecute me as groups. The word coward is a play on words for a crowd, because they decided to go out like complete punks. Well, I stand firm, 10 toes down as the top martial artist ever. Far greater than Elon Musk, far greater than the rich all combined, far greater than politicians, far greater than Freemasons, Master Masons, and whatever immature ranks and titles they give themselves. Far greater. I've succeeded, I've transcended, I've risen above while they shrank to fit. I serve God with all my heart. And I can't wait till the moment my flesh dies and I leave this miserable planet which doesn't have a drop of respect or love for God. They don't love their families. They organize as complete worms like frats and secret societies and social clubs like Freemasons and college frats. They act very immature with their hazing, with their wordplay, with their technology and fumes. They cause me to stumble on my words. And they think that's smart. What they're doing is the essence of cowardice. It's the essence of failing to be a man in life. It's the essence of failing to do what is fair and just and right. Why the mighty falcon has triumphed over the despicable jackals, the despicable boars and hippos. I have conquered the Setians, I've conquered the Greek societies, I've conquered the pagan deities. I am the Son of God, and they are mere fucking worms compared to me. You all know it, Gilroy knows it, Oakland knows it, the whole world knows it. I have won, they have lost. I have manned up, they shrank to fit. Well, this is probably the last time I'm ever going to come to Oakland, okay? And what do you expect to happen, happened. And countless of them aware of what's going on here, they failed to rally to me like everywhere else. Like I said, I'm not a racial supremacist, and even if they rallied to me, it wouldn't change anything. But the people who are persecuting me are racist as hell, as they persecute them for being righteous and glorious. While the European nobles, so-called nobles, they're very corrupt, they're very toxic and vile, and they're up to their eyeballs in child molestation. They've yoked themselves to the wicked. It's very similar to the corporations where 1 in 5 CEOs are said to be psychopaths. Well, ask yourself, who yokes themselves to psychopaths? And just like the rich Europeans, the rich Americans, who yokes themselves to these sexually immoral types who have failed to do the poor justice time and time again? They failed to serve God. They failed to do what is right. They fail to truly understand the concept of justice to the point where they live justice, because they don't truly respect the idea of morally precise justice. They only pursue selfish ends. They only pursue things, the people who don't understand why ver and virtue means man pursue. And so their endless campaign against me is a reflection of their inner child, their inner inability to man up. It's a reflection of their rotten souls. It's a reflection of their toxic minds, their filthy minds. It's a reflection of the fact that I'm the top martial artist ever, and they're mere frat worms without any heart. You see, the failure of the fraternity spreads into the military and brings them down further. It spreads into law enforcement, it brings them down further. It spreads into the government, the politicians, you name it, it brings them down further. Very sad that they resorted to their despicable and immature paths. Everyone knows people don't sabotage someone who's inferior, they sabotage someone who's superior. Okay, that is pathetic what they're doing. And you know what I mean by sabotage, and the wordplay games won't change the fact that they know what I mean. I have triumphed over the white oppressor, the Jewish oppressor, the LGBT oppressor. I've triumphed over the token minorities and everyone wrong with them. And I've triumphed over them in the most glorious way, as the most respectable idea possible. The top martial artist ever possible, far greater than scientists, far greater than craftsmen. True glory. The Royal African Falcon top martial artist has triumphed. You see across the street right there, there's a bunch of flags. I don't know if you see it. One of them is green, white, and green. It is the Nigerian flag. Nigeria has presented, Nigeria not as a country, but the area, the Igbo tribe, has brought forth the top martial arts ever possible, in spite of all the treachery from all these racist whites, Jews, and LGBT people who scrambled around the clock to sabotage me. Shame on them and their families. All glory to God. And God's son is a proud black man. And I've tried